happy Monday. It's Mrs. Price. I'm here with your anchor chart for this week's reading packets. I thought I would make another anchor chart for you. I always love to have anchor charts in the classroom to give you guys a visual and have something to refer back to as you work through the packet this week. And this week we're only working on similes and metaphors. Okay, we're kind of taking a few days to work on similes and then a few days for metaphors. So I think you guys you'll have a really good understanding of both by Friday. Okay, so if you look up here, what I've done is I've asked a question. I think it's really important for you to ask yourself this question before you start on your first worksheet, okay? And if you've already started and finished a few, that's fine. But I do want you to ask yourself, what is figurative language and why do we use it? So if you look over here at this anchor chart, similes and metaphors are figurative language. And so I'm going to read this to you. It says, when you describe something by making a comparison to another thing. Okay? So figurative language you hear usually in poetry, right? Sometimes we read poems and they may sound different or they may sound a little strange. It uses language that, we don't hear on a daily basis. But then even outside of poetry, we do say stuff. We use similes and metaphors probably without even knowing it. It is part, it's cultural, right? It's part of our English language, which can also make English difficult to learn and understand for students or people that are where English is not their first language. Okay, so that's what figurative language is. It's just a different way of saying things. It's kind of, I always like to say it's a play on language, right? It's where we kind of play around with it and have fun with it. And so that's where, we see it a lot in poetry. Okay, so we're going to talk about similes first. Now you can see on this anchor chart, it says similes, they use the words like or as to compare two things. So you know that when you hear a simile, it's comparing two things. Now we know that when we compare two things, we're looking at how they're the same, right? I sent you guys a video it's a great YouTube video. I shared it on Dojo and I also shared it on Google Classroom. And I know you can't really click the link right here, but if you want to copy this link on YouTube and watch it, it is a really, really good video. I would really encourage you to watch this video. And I'm focusing on similes. So again, we know that we're comparing two things, and you're going to hear the words like and as in a simile. And so they gave you two examples, sweet as a honeybee. So when you think about something that's sweet, maybe it's a cupcake, right? A cupcake is as sweet as a honeybee. Well, honeybees aren't really sweet, but the honey that they make is really sweet, right? So you could compare those two things. Or roar like a lion. I don't know, you could compare this to like maybe your dog, right? When they howl or bark, they roar like a lion. And then I gave you some examples. My pillow was like a cloud. Okay, there's that word like. So if I say my pillow was like a cloud, what that's meaning is my pillow is probably really, really soft and light. If you think about a cloud. I also put, she cries like a baby. What does that mean? Well, think about a baby, right? Babies cry a lot. So whoever's crying is apparently crying a lot, just like a baby does. And you may not be able to see this one because my picture, let me move it up a little bit. My picture's on top. You are as quiet as a mouse. So think about a mouse. They're very, very quiet, right? That's a good comparison. And then, of course, I had to throw something in about tacos. My tacos were as hot as fire. So that means they were really, really spicy. So again, all of these, they even have an example on the anchor chart. Her heart was as cold as ice. Well, that probably means ice is so cold you can't even hold it, right? So I guess her heart I don't know, it was pretty cold, right? Meaning she may not have been very kind if it's as cold as ice. So those are all great, great examples of similes. And you could even make up a few similes of your own and just have fun with it. Again, this is figurative language. It's poetry. So if you write a few similes, then you are writing poetry, right? The next video that I'm going to make is going to be your worksheet. So I'm going to go over this very first page for Monday, and we're going to dive a little bit farther into similes. All right, guys, have fun with this week. I'll see you later. Bye.